Hello guys, this is Virender Singh and welcome at our Mastercam Multiaxis another one tutorial. And in this video we will learn about the Mastercam, one of the most amazing operation and the most using operation for the 4-axis toolpaths. This is included in the Mastercam Multiaxis toolpath, but it is mostly using for a 4-axis, and that toolpath name is called Rotary. So in this video we will learn each and every single parameters of the rotary toolpath. What are the tricks that we have to use in the rotary, what are the things that we have to controlling on the rotary. So first I would like to show you first the simulation of this my part. I create a one part and we will learn the entire and each and everything about this part, how is we can do it. So this is the first thing with this part, and at here in a first step that we are created this toolpath with the help of fully rotary operation, in which only the rotary attachment is rotating properly and the non any other axis is not moving. The Z is moving up and down and rotary is moving, just the two rotations are available. At here we make some modifications in the toolpath. At here it means Y axis is also moving. So sometimes we have these kind of component on a rotary where we need some extra axis, so how we can controlling these kind of things also. Sometimes we have small components and need to cut on animal or something like that, so we need to do these kind of tricks and tips. So rotary can cut toolpath like in this format, axial and the radial both. So the first of both toolpath or radial, and after that that is cutting in that form of where rotary is rotating, or we can say the indexing as per the angle we are defining, and after that tool is consistently cutting like that in a perfect and a good format. So these are the three different kind of tool paths which we are created on this model, and we will teach you each and every single parameter of all these tool paths. There are some very deep tricks that we have to use when we are working on a rotary to control the collisions and reduce our efficiency. So this is the part which we are created, we can say that gear kind of part, and this part we will create right here. So now we have to back on our window where we have the part. This is my part, and that we are created three different kind of operation. First right at here, second is that, and the third is this. Now I just start to work from the very beginning, from the very starting, that how I create all these toolpath, how I choose the parameters and remaining all. So I just start this project from a very beginning. So let me open first the rotary project. So this is my part, this is my work. I just open this as a new and save the previous file, and now we are start to work from the beginning. First I have to go in a view and set the WCS. Okay, this is set on a perfect position. After that I have to go in a machine, select the mill default. I have to go in the properties, stock setup, don't require to set up the stock and remaining all these things. Now we have to came to create the toolpath. So for creating a multi-axis rotary toolpath, first we have to came in a multi-axis, and that's here there is a, and this is the rotary toolpath is available, which is we are mostly using for 4-axis kind of purpose. We have to click on a rotary, first select the tool, we have to came on a select tool library. I choose a 12 mm of ball nose, and after that I have to came in a cut parameter. When we have to came in cut parameter in a rotary, there is a one important thing that is required, that is called the surface, where we have to do the machining of my part. I just have to came here, select the surface, just say and selection, and the remaining all parameters should be same. The tolerance value I just add on 0.1, so our calculation time can be reduced. So this is the first portion of my toolpath, how I created. So this is just a beginning, we have to just defining the surface, and now my toolpath is created. If I want to simulate with the rotary we have to came on a simulation setting and click at here simulate rotary axis, and just say okay. Make sure if you want to go in this setting, just click on this one icon, you can go in options, and now look at this. At here if you can see my Y, X and Z, three axes are working at a time. Now we have to came on a deep parameter. What are the deep parameter and how we can use these? Now I have to came in a parameters. When I have to came in a parameters, we have to discuss on each and everything. So in a cutting method, there are two different methods to cut. First is rotary and second is axial. Axial means you can cut like this and rotary means you can cut like this. So now let me discuss on the first is rotary, and after that we will discuss on axial also. These are the compensation type. These are all these parameters are the similar. If you have knowledge of the Mastercam, you can know all these parameters. If you want to leave some stock on a surface, you can define right at here. If you want to feel the direction of close and open contour, you can define right at here. In the next parameter, we have to came tool axis control. At the tool axis control, what the thing how we have to control. In a rotary toolpath, this is automatically 4-axis toolpath. Axis, a rotary axis, if generally it's x-axis, but if sometimes this is not in x-axis, you want to make some changes, so you can change from here. In the 4-axis or in a 4-axis, always make sure you have to choose the point should be the center from here. If you just click on a point, if you can't find a center, just came right at here, click on this arc center, choose this, press enter. Now it's done. At the next step, there are some parameters you can defining the axis dumping length and the lead angle and the step over. Step over is the most important parameter. How much step over you have to need. According to the step over, our finishing is going to be, we will get. At here in the next step, that is collision control, we will learn in the next video. We will learn after once completed this one, after we will learn that check surface is also in fit further, and now we have to just say okay. So as you can see, this is my first portion or first area rotary toolpath is created. Now I just copy this toolpath and paste, and now I have to came on rotary parameters. In a rotary parameter, I just select this surface, click on this surface and just say okay. So toolpath are similar. This toolpath is same like Y is moving, but now this is also say Y is moving. I just select the surface. Now at this one surface, I want complete rotary motion. What is the meaning of complete rotary motion? If I want a complete rotary motion, I have to on this one rotary cut and just say okay. When I just on this one, so what is happening? Your Y movement is going to be stopped right at here. Look at this. Tool is just moving in the Z direction. Tool our bed is not moving like this. I hope you will get understand about when I will show you with the simulation at the first step. What is happening? My bed is also movement, but now it is with this one. When I on this one parameter, right at here, this is use center point. It means my bed will not moving during the rotary cut. So this is one of the important point you have to considering right at here. If sometimes you have rotary kind of or square kind of component, if you on this one, so your part that you get, that should be not going to be perfect made up of. So that time you have to turn off this one. So your part, if you have a square kind of part, you can also create a perfect square on a rotary. But if you turn on this parameter, so make sure this will be not perfectly on. So in the next step, now we have to learn about that how we can create the toolpath in axial format. When we learn about that how we can create a toolpath on axial cut, so just have to on the axial. When we are on the axial, so what is happening? All these parameters are going to be turned off and these parameters should be on. At here, this is the first is maximum angle increment. Angle is from 0 to 360 total number of angles. How much incremental angles should be there? According to that, step over should be calculated. In the next step, how I have to define the start angle and the sweep angle. Sweep start angle should be 0, sweep angle should be 360. And now I just say okay. Now as you can see here, this is my tool path for the axial passes. Now what is happening? My rotary is just indexing from one pass to the another. Look at this. My rotary is indexing. Tool have to be came, lift again, back on the position, lift again, back on the position. So what is happening with when we are cutting like that? So that is possible. My tool can be break in that condition. So that is one of the important trick that we have to use right at here. So for this one, I have to came in a solid, select on extrude, just select this surface and make is extrude in a 5 mm this one direction, extrude this in a 5 mm in this one direction. again came to the parameters. At here in collision control, check surface, I have to came right at here. With the shift, click this surface. With the shift, click this surface. When we are selecting with the shift, we can select the entire portion just one click. Now look at this. What is happening? My tool is not going at the bottom portion. Basically what I do, I just define the avoidance value for this one rotary. But now still one challenge is here. My tool is each time lifting right at here. If I don't want to lift my tool, so what I have to do, I have to came again in a parameter. I have to came in linking and just off the retract. So what is happening? Tool have to be came in a first on a workpiece, and after that continuously travel from the one place to the another. Look at this, what is happening. So this is how we can control the things like that. My tool have to be came on a first time, after that it will be consistently cutting. If you are thinking about my passes are much in a distance, so we can control these things. I just define the 10 for the previous, I change its value in a 5, and now you can see this is near to each and another part. According to the tool and the tool scale up height, you can defining the step over as per your required for you, as per your finishing, as per your part and a tool. So this is a basic method to defining each and every single parameter of the rotary. If you want to learn some more about the rotary, this is the roughing. If you need to make some number of passes, you can defining from the roughing for the multiple number of passes. So I hope you will get understand about each and everything about the rotary. If you have any question, please comment on our video what are the question regarding the rotary, and if you want to access our model files, please go and join our Mastercam Multiaxis tutorial series or Multiaxis button from our YouTube, so you can get access for all of these model files which we are trying to show you on our videos. So keep learning, keep growing. We will see you in the next video.